Hi there, I'm back again. This is just going to be a little short video. I got several of these. I brought several of these adapters from A to Z, and the material is nice. I don't know what it is. It's free cut in mould steel anyway. Almost like leaded steel, I would think, without any lead. So I'm still waiting for inserts for that dovetail holder or cutter that I'm making, and I've still got it set up in the mill because I still have to put the threaded hole for the insert. So in the meantime, I thought, well, I'll get one of these on the lathe, and it screws onto the collet holder adapter. Where are we? For this, I bought it for the lathe. Worthwhile addition to your accessories. It just fits nicely on the headstock spindle thread, and they run pretty true. They're quite well made, but I guess what I'm trying to demonstrate is taking a cut in mould steel, crappy old mould steel, as compared to free cutting. And there's been some comments made about from some operators that they can only take 10 thou cuts on their lathes, and I guess it's partly to do with the fact that the tool bit is not positioned or sharpened correctly with back rake adequate to give you relief from the cutting edge. And I think that probably, I'm only assuming this, but I'm thinking that probably the new hobbyists that are not familiar with machining a lot, they probably buy the free cutting mould steel to use. I'm only assuming that, and it's kind of strange that they can't take a bigger cut than 10 thou. So I thought I'd just give you a little demo on some nice free cutting mould steel as compared to a piece of old crappy steel that is unknown in quality. I've got all kinds of stuff here that I've acquired down through the years, and this kind of stuff is certainly not free cutting mould steel, I'm sure of that. So I thought I'd just this kind of thing. That's pretty tough steel, I'm pretty sure of that. It was probably came from work, and it was used for some kind of a tool. So another piece there. It's certainly not free cutting. So I drilled out the small hole that it comes with. I think it's 1/8 or 3/16, and I drilled it out. I think it was 5/16, and then I proceeded to open it up with this Chinese or Taiwanese tipped boring tool, probably $18 for a complete set of 6 boring tools, and I haven't sharpened it or anything. I've used it on other jobs, and it's certainly not sharp in the sense that it's just been sharpened. So it just indicates that when you're machining with an unknown steel, you're going to get different variations on depth of cut, feed, speed, that kind of thing. And so I'll just start the machine up now. Now I've got it out to probably 3/8. Maybe a bit bigger, and at the moment it's just I've got a 100th thou cut on. In other words, I'm taking a 100th thou off the bore. No, it's 100. Yeah, 100. One complete revolution of the cross slide, which is 100th thou. So it's removing 100th thou, 1 thou either side. Per index. So it's taking off 100th thou. So I'll start the lathe up. It's running. I've got it running at 670, and so just give you a little demo of 100th thou cut on a carbide boring tool that has been sharpened in the past, and I tend to put a bigger rake, angle rake, on all my tools. I've just got this set at where are we? I think I can measure it. I think I can measure it when I can find the protractor. Ah dear, oh dear. Anyway, I've got it at quite an angle there, as you can see, and I don't know, it's probably 20-25 degrees, maybe 20 degrees, and that's how I sharpen my tool bits. I was watching a video the other night from Ox Tool Co, I think it is, Tom, I think, and he was doing a demo on angles or relief on lathe tools and milling tools, milling cutters, and he quoted in there that really the angle, there's a variation on angles that you can put on your tools, and it really doesn't make an awful lot of difference unless you're in production work where you want to get the maximum life out of your tool bit. For this kind of work, it doesn't really matter, so I give it quite a bit of rake, back rake, top rake, side rake, whatever. And so anyway, I'll do a cut now. Now I may probably wind up just allowing this wheel, like I've explained before, I've allowed the wheel to kind of slip gradually through my hand according to the pressure that I put on the handle, and that is like a variable feed that I get out of the machine without stressing the spring on the lead screw or without stalling the lathe. So we'll start now. Okay, so that's 100th thou. It'll probably take more than that. So I'm just gently holding the handle. It's gradually creeping around slightly through my grip, and I can either grip it hard, and you may be able to hear the difference in the feed. It's doing okay. So nice chips coming off, nice little chips, but it all works around this particular material. I couldn't do it on a piece like that. I'd have to allow the handle to slip, and I couldn't take such a big cut probably. So I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. I don't want it to go too deep because I don't want it to interfere with the ER collet angle. So there you go. That's no lube, nothing. Just there you go. Not bad for a little lathe. Not bad at all. So I can't get it to size because I want to use the shank of the tool to size the hole. I can get it pretty close. I can get it within, oh, I don't know, probably a couple of thou. But you know, it's a case of if you take too much off, you're buggered. Come on. Huh. Now when I use these telescopic gauges, it probably doesn't make any difference, but not much room here, is there? But when I'm sizing the telescopic gauge, I tend to ease it down and at the same time just give it a little wriggle. I don't know if that's an improvement or what, but you should always take several measurements with one of these anyway to compare the reading that you get. So that's 93, that's 593. So I've got 28 thou, or less than 28, because I want to leave a little bit of room for maybe if I use Loctite. So there you go. It's a nice finish. Yeah, nice finish. And I got 25 thou to take out, so at least I've got to that stage. And hopefully, I'm hoping that the inserts will come tomorrow so that I can get that holder finished off and take it out of the chuck on the mill, and then I can use it to size this hole, and we'll soon be ready to machine the two dovetails on the cross slide here, on this face and this face. So that's the next job. Yeah. So it's coming along slowly but surely. So I'll switch off now, and I'll see you again when I do another video. Thanks for watching.